Hey, it's Friday, November 27th, and you're watching The Great Lost Rewatch. Today we're watching the Season 2 episode, The Whole Truth. This is a Sun-centric episode. It revolves around Sun, whether or not she's able to get pregnant or not. On the island, she thinks that she is, so she awkwardly asks Sawyer for a pregnancy test, and it turns out to be positive. The pregnancy test that Sun uses is a Widmore Labs pregnancy test. There's another Widmore reference for us. When Sun goes to Sawyer for the pregnancy test, Sawyer's reading "Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret." In flashback, we see Sun being taught English by Jay Lee and their growing relationship. And we also see Sun and Jin are trying to have a baby, and they go to the fertility doctor because they've been trying for a year to get pregnant and they haven't been able to yet. And the doctor says that it's Sun that is unable to have children. But then we see he comes up to Sun, the doctor comes up to Sun on the street and tells her that it is actually Jin that's infertile, not her, but he was afraid to say that because Jin is kind of scary. On the island, Sun and Jin are fighting because he's scared and he doesn't know how to express his feelings, so he tears up her garden and makes her go back to the beach. At the end, Sun tells Jin that she's pregnant. She wasn't planning on it, but she does, and she also tells him about his being infertile, and she says, "But I swear to you, I've never been with another man," and they hug, and she gets this really guilty look on her face. Pinocchio's nose is growing. In the exchange on the beach between Sayid and Jin and Bernard, when it kind of goes to Jin's perspective, and Sawyer and Bernard are talking, they actually play the dialogue in reverse, which is interesting because then you can see it from Jin's perspective, and basically Sawyer and Bernard are just talking about Bernard thinks that Sawyer should tell Jin, and Sawyer thinks Sun should. Locke tells Ana Lucia about Henry in the station and wants Ana Lucia to question him, so she goes and she does, and she gets a map to the balloon. So Sayid and Charlie and Ana Lucia trek out in the jungle to find the balloon. While Sayid, Ana Lucia, and Charlie are trekking through the jungle, Ana Lucia notices that Charlie's got a gun in his back pocket, and she says, you should give it to somebody who's more experienced with using a gun, and he says, well, the last time you had a gun, you shot someone, which is kind of ironic because not exactly the last time Charlie had a gun, but one of the times that Charlie had a gun, he shot Ethan. So I don't think he's got a lot of room to talk there. We're left kind of hanging there. They've gotten to the place where Henry's map has led them, where the balloon should be, and there's no balloon, so they're going to look a little harder for it. The end of the episode's pretty awesome. Jack lets Henry out of the armory to have some breakfast, and Locke's there, and they're talking, and Henry spills the beans about the map and is like, you guys got trust issues. And then he spouts out about this: if I was one of them, I would lead them to a secluded place and they would be ready for an ambush so that my people could trade for them for me. And it's a good thing I'm not one of them. And I guess that's where we'll leave it. Leslie, you're back tomorrow with Lockdown. I'll see you guys later. Bye.